and we're on.
Wagwan.
Hello.
It's another episode ya Shtundu. Tuko hapa Vin ameapia sele tu inaenda kuwaka.
How are you my people? Unajuanga hivyo ndo mazuri utokea. Out of the blues.
Inakujanga hivyo? Si
Ukenya. Hawezi ambia msee na kupea surprise afu unakaa 2 weeks afu ndo unaleta surprise.
Wakenya ni watu wa impromptu.
Surprise afu ha.
Okay, welcome bro.
Yeah, welcome. It's been a minute.
Thank you my people.
Lintes.
Yeah.
Yaje uko area?
Niko area kama malaria.
Si kama bacteria.
Ni kama bacteria. Malaria makes sense. Or malaria peko in the area.
Uko tu sawa. As in you've gone out of the ordinary.
I'll go polish.
It's not cliche.
I'm back. Niko fiti, niko present na shams. Yes.
Mimi John niko tu pia. Lakini John nimekuwa disappointed na Kenya Empire. Nimetry work na Kenyans in the banking sector. Na Buddha wamenionyesha dust bana. Kwanza the Kenyan banks are just shit. Let me just start
design gani.
They just shit. As in they just take you in circles una feel kama you're doing something important, giving them documents when you're trying to open an account and shit. Kumbe niggas ain't doing shit. They're just being incompetent inside there. Very weird by the way.
Okay.
Neza sema imefanya mpaka nikaanza kureassess every industry we Kenyans have a monopoly in or just have many people in.
On.
Yeah, or yeah. Imagine kama stima. Imagine kama maji.
Man, kama last week vile kumeshinda kukiwa na blackout.
Imagine. Kama uko na shughuli na usustima wewe uko mbaya. Wewe sema ati unaweza sema wewe unaweza kuwa na 24-hour economy. That's a facade for you.
Umestock up nyama kwa fridge.
Wezi. Yeah.
But do you think ati kuna place zenye watu wako na hiyo like hawako insecure about such things? Like they know maybe for sure, you know, like the government got us. The church got us. I don't feel like anyone got me in Kenya. Let me just be honest. Other than my job, which doesn't got me literally.
Is this what Francis is talking about? The incompetence in like in the public sector majorly.
It's not even competent.
Not even public.
I won't call it competence. I'd call it just ignorance. Because competence comes when you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not doing it. I feel we've gone so far down hata tujui what you're supposed to be doing.
Like there are zero levels of professionalism.
Like
that's
zero.
what you mean.
Like
in every sector.
Like msaka hapo jua anajua msee or something.
Okay.
There, if you even went to school. Kama unachiki series ya Butite ya Nastoto. Kwa bamba juu ya hiyo cause it actually showed us what actually happens in our some sectors. Unapata?
Yeah.
Watu wangatua kwa matenja kwa Facebook, watu kwa tu wameslack. Unanipata? Majorly. Mimi nimeenda NSSF.
Why do you think people deliver short? Like people deliver halfly. Am I saying the right thing?
Halfly.
Kama vile it's so known ati wezi tutegemea fundi wa mbao. Wezi rely on tailor. Like do you think nisi tuna normalize ama it's something that it's just us?
Okay.
Or is
with
it
tailors I think maybe it's generally everywhere. But okay, in Kenya I don't know.
Especially like in service.
I feel in a stem from like service in a stem from like our government. How do they treat us as wananchi in terms of their services?
I think our government is a reflection of us.
Yeah. Unanipata?
Or you kind of mean in the same paradigm.
Yeah, the way just you treat these people, it's how these people will act. Uni msee amekuwa akipewa shitty services tangu kwa mtoi. Haelewi competence. Hajakuwa exposed to like proper services tangu kwa mtoi. So yeah, nakupea half. Yeah. But si ati juu anakupea service
like standard.
Service mbaya. Ni kenye iko yeye amekuwa kiona.
Like recently, my mom was telling me that I don't watch news. ati apparently kumekuwa na some NHIF scandal
Mhm.
where it's been realized that some hospitals are like taking people like now I'm not sure if it's only old people. They put in their records that they've treated you, but in real sense they haven't. Then they claim
they
refunds from NHIF, and then you also get a cut. Not only the hospital, it's like a deal.
A cut from like
from whatever the government will send, because NHIF like refunds the hospital.
Wait, the NSF will refund the
NHIF,
hospital and refund me also.
No, see the hospital will refund you because you've gotten into a deal with them.
Okay, I get you now.
That as Joka, then the money just
so like my question was if it's only surfacing now,
so
it's
imagine,
probably been happening.
Yeah. It has been.
Which is the question I had been asking. You pay NHIF, Sindio?
Yeah.
And if you don't use your NHIF in like a year, what happens to that money?
Nothing, I guess. You just.
What
I
if
guess
you
that's
never use your
for
NHIF?
For me, that's how insurance works.
Yeah.
But why should it be so?
Why should that's the business. That's the contract you signed with them.
But don't you think a government insurance should be a bit more permanent?
Permanent in terms of
like
you know how they said UK handled COVID well because NHS was like a bit more equipped than even USA. So unanipata, as in, if people didn't get sick this year, use the funds to like equip the hospitals.
That's what I mean.
For future.
Okay.
Get kama vile tusemanga tunakosa mvua, then there's a farmer
since NHIF is a government
yes, you get like maybe even they can say to cancer centers we are giving them this money to reduce the cost of
so
chemo.
I understand what you mean by where is the money going.
Because where is it going? That's why I'm saying you can't bank on anything. Kama sahi the bill that was to be passed, I need to read that bill. I don't want to be those Kenyans who are always saying the finance bill. Have you read the finance bill?
No, I haven't.
We need to make a point.
Okay.
But I hear there's a clause where they're saying NHIF will be 2.7% of your salary if you are an income earner, like in the tax bracket.
Which is higher or lower?
Very high, because you can imagine someone earning like 100,000. 2.7% is almost how much? 2.7% of that is a lot.
Plus the 3% house tax.
Exactly. Not even the house tax aside, you see health is very like primal, considering sitatumia your insurance.
Okay.
I can't go like even to an optical shop at and pay with an NHIF. So why are you making me pay all that much money?
Okay.
I don't know. You can't even bank on that. Even the hospitals, kama ziko hivyo pia, you can't also bank on them. Because it means they're checking the limits on your insurance to see how much services they can give.
You can only get a bed or something.
For NHIF.
Yeah.
Or you go to a public hospital entirely. So that's the kind of banking on I'm talking about, Vin. Like in all aspects. Even after school.
Yeah.
You're just left to fend in the world like.
Yeah.
That's after internship, tuanze kwa the smallest level. Guy, unalipanga 20k or 10k, then unaenda kutafuta internship.
Man, like, considering kwanza mimi nilikuwa tulikuwa
I was
in a
also
private
wondering why I have
university,
to
and this is
pay
KC
school
University.
to go for an internship. Yet
You still
I
source
found
for your own internship.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It didn't. Yeah, it kind of didn't make sense. But
props
okay.
to USIU. I had them. They actively look for internships.
Even some schools do.
Even like Boma.
Also, it's like
but I feel like you kind of pay. I feel like you kind of pay also for that.
Why? No, it's part of their internship fee. So you raise the internship fee if you want to look for my internship.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I was told that the internship fee I paid of 10,000 was supposed to cover the assessors. The assessor in this case is the lecturer. Supposed to cover their transport costs.
When they come to the place of
their allowance.
Wow, 10,000. Were they flying or?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
God knows why things happen the way they happen.
Hadi kwa mat usipopoa change, you're always worried, sick. You can't bank on that conductor to actually just give you a change.
Do you think you can even like bank on the police? Say you go to your home right now, Riswa, of course, upato you've been swiped clean. Would your first instinct honestly be to go to the police?
Not really, because what will they do really?
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. It shouldn't be like that. Don't you think it should not be like that?
It shouldn't, but I don't know. I don't want to say what do we do, but that's why I'm telling you guys are like that, because it's what they've been exposed to. But there are those of us who are not oblivious. No, we just seek proper services.
Where?
And
for example,
advise
me to.
Or what do you mean by proper?
Services. Okay, what I mean is, okay, let me rephrase.
Yeah.
I think we should just be able to afford proper services.
It's not about affordability.
But you see that's very subjective
we
for
need
it
to
to make sense.
I'm just giving you a straightforward
Or do you
solution.
or these services you're meaning are meant to be made, or should be made affordable to everyone? Should be made. Because they currently are not.
Inafaa kuwa affordable to who affords.
That's a very different statement from what I'm saying. I'm saying they should be made affordable.
That's what you're saying, but what he's saying is it should be affordable.
Some classes shit.
That's the easiest way, really, because we can't.
Your way.
It's kind of
making it affordable to people who can afford.
No, not making it. It's already existing good services. There are people who are enjoying good services throughout their lives. But what cast, like people who can't afford to pay private hospital, ndo tuna maybe depend on like insurance or any. Ndo maana tunasema, what can it do for me? Me, I'll just go pay straight up proper hospital bills peke yangu without hata fikiring NHIF nanipata. Ndo nasema the easiest way is being able to afford proper services. We can't bank on our government as it is right now nanipata to offer us proper healthcare.
And that's where banking on Kenya begins. The government is Kenya. We are Kenya.
You can bank on Kenyans, but you cannot bank on Kenya.
So
you can bank on Kenyans,
but not on Kenya.
Ebu explain your statement before I ask my questions.
People are the country. I feel that.
I feel like you can bank on the people to give you
what
proper services, given the what's the word? I'm losing the word. You compensate them properly.
Wow. Also, like ufike bei for hizo services. Me now as a consumer of these services or as a user of these services, nifike bei for good treatment.
Yeah.
Okay. What if siezi fika bei? Do I get substandard services?
I feel that's what you'll get for your for the money you pay for. That's what you'll get.
Wow. Is that a fair matrix really though?
Is it fair?
Especially when
what's
it comes
fair
to services.
right now?
Fair means to me.
We're not living in a fairy tale, Charlene.
That's why I've used Vini, NHS. NHS just taught the whole world that UK is a bit conscious and fair in whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Siwa capitalistic sana or like communistic sana. They have found a balance in the society. Tuko tunaangalia hata hizi ma videos za huko hivyo. Say ni wasafi. They don't like litter just anyhow. Si dingy kabisa huko hivyo. Juu America kuna area dingy. UK you can't find that
it's like what they tried to do, not they tried to do, but what they were doing with the COVID vaccine. COVID-19 vaccine.
What were they trying to do?
Where they were saying the one being given by the government is free. But if you want, I don't know which one and which one. I don't know Johnson and who or
even
someone.
Let me remind you something. You remember that film you told?
I don't think you showed abroad me. It was like that.
There's a film you showed me about the party. It was a 30-minute film. Whereby they were criticizing one guy there for going for private healthcare or something. Because public healthcare is available and like it's
affordable.
It's affordable. wanamuonesha like their savings their couple there were like many couples in like a party or something yeah walikuwa mkisaidia o bill because of that because in UK public healthcare is like affordable it's like readily affordable and it's well equipped
healthcare is mainly public
for you to go for private healthcare service umejituma deadly in UK
because you can equally get proper services in Mama Lucy
that's what we're just saying as in we pay too much tax. I feel that we pay too much tax.
I totally agree with you. If the systems change, if we're able to see where our taxes go, if you take care of mwananchi atakupea.
Don't mind. That's what we are saying. Like you don't mind
the
paying
Kenyan
the housing
as
long as you get the house.
Because imagine
transparency.
Tunafikiria cooking oil ni expensive sijui juu ya COVID.
Think even of your employer, Vin. Can you honestly bank on your employer? If you're being honest.
In terms of
even just having your back. The way you have their back when it comes to doing your job.
Well, the employer has given me medical cover and has compensated me as per my...
You know you deserve a medical cover by virtue of you being in a hot kitchen.
Okay. Anamaanisha right now, if there's a layoff, does he have your back to give you like an amount of money to keep you on your feet?
Has he put your interest first, you know?
Oh, well, no. I don't think so.
And that's what you're just saying.
I think...
labor laws ziko skewed.
You can't bank on anything. In this kind. That's how I feel. On anything.
Banking on Kenya is like kubet una bet na tujue betting site kama ni real
like banking on my employer Vin for me would be like I'd expect maybe by now I've gone for certain trainings 1 2 I've advanced even in my job whatever it is I'm doing 3 you have an employer maybe who constantly maybe is even involved in your life like they know you are a student so they even treat you in lines of a student. I don't get that treatment. We're all given the same treatment.
Yeah.
So, like the relationship between you and your employer is not even personalized. Personalized doesn't mean you have to be personal.
Yeah.
You can just like have interest in my life the way I have interest in this job.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Be invested. Kinda.
Huku kidai ku advance.
An extra mile.
Yeah. See ati you've been sick for 3 weeks. Okay, we can terminate your contract.
Or just sign sick note. You know, like
some petty shit. Kumbaka ukidai ku advance in your field, it's up to you. That you use your own salary, you take yourself
pay
to
own
school
fee.
It doesn't happen.
They don't even allow your timetable time for you to be in school.
There's the topic of giving notice before you leave. There's usually that clause before you sign a contract. I don't know, 1 month or I don't know 3 weeks something. But a given time frame. So guys were arguing, what if it was you firing me? You wouldn't give me that 1 month notice. You would just fire me immediately.
They are supposed to. You should not just wake up and fire me.
But does it happen that way?
Constitution, that's what we are saying. Things don't happen as they are meant to, and I don't know why. Maybe sisi ndo tuna bend over backwards.
The same way deposit ya nyumba si ya kuripea nyumba ukitoka bro. It's actually
it's
for
an
you.
actual deposit.
Yeah, for you to actually kujipanga ukiwa hapo hivyo.
Thank you. But it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, the Rent and Tribunal Act nasema hivyo, but the way it's applied na play wakambo wao.
Mbona tuna bend over hivyo backwards? Design hadi wewe ukitaka kukataa, sasa unakataa why? Hadi unaomba watu warudishangi deposit. Watu
it's like a normal thing. We're normalizing all this.
Yeah.
Vini nilikuwa nakwambia usiacha. Anyway, pia nilikuwa nafikiria imagine kuna venye pia nilikuwa nawaambia it's so evident that mtu anaweza kuja Kenya na aseme jai meet the real Kenyan culture. Azina jai meet the real Kenyan food, the real Kenyan wear. Because we just go with the wind and adopt whatever comes on at our door. Foreign shit just makes it in Kenya like no one's business. People come here and launch albums.
We just become whatever that's on the mainstream.
Yeah. As in saizi ukinikwambia ati I want Kenyan cuisine, hakuna kichwa but nikwambia nataka fast food utanipeleka pale kwa mall teketeke
mbio very fast.
Fries are not our culture. Wongo.
It's what we said in some few episodes back, if we said it, where we don't atupendi kuown vitu zetu, like no maana tu hadi unapata vile watu wanasemanga ati kwa radio station the passcode ni kuongea some type of way, you know, like usiongee kama Kenya sasa, start wanging,
lazima wang
and
there's a radio voice.
Okay, do you agree there is a radio voice? Mi nimefanya my analysis and that's what I've come to conclude. No one speaks like a natural person who's speaking,
Like Kenyan person.
Apart from hizi radios watu wazee, no offense, like Classic 105.
Mina kwambia Trevor Noah sold in America with his South African accent. He never tried to be American. He didn't have an American English accent. Nakwambia sisi tunajaribu kujua nini huku Kenya.
We are good
That's why
imitators.
nashanga vina kisema you can bank on Kenyans. You can't bank on nobody.
No, but
The people
How do
also
you feel
imagine-
you can bank on Kenyans
okay, me
in
I
terms
feel
of
like
support?
if I was an investor and wanted a proper workforce, I'd bank on Kenyans. That's kind of what.
For labor,
Yeah.
I also wouldn't
In terms
bank on
of
Kenya.
You wouldn't.
No, even in terms of labor, but go on. Sorry for cutting you short. Explain your point.
I feel like Kenyans are serious about what they do. Again, when I said properly.
Aki, we are
Compensated.
being majorly reactive. We apologize.
Of course, there are bad apples in the basket, but the people who do major things are usually proper in what they do.
Let me even pull it away from Kenyans. Black people generally we have a problem when it comes to like coming together like a community, and that's where our strength is. That's what
one.
you're saying.
Two, I wouldn't trust Kenyan workers. The fact that you're just working for money is already a problem for me.
Motivation
the
yako ni
people- The
ganji.
people who are passionate about what they
Who
do.
are those? I'd like to see them.
I am passionate about what I do.
When you were with those about to realize by the passionate does not
Passion
cut
doesn't
it.
cut it unless it's your thing.
Unless
That's what I'm saying.
unless it's your restaurant or
Unless
a family
this is your
business,
thing, passion doesn't cut it.
passion doesn't cut it.
If
you're building something from ground up.
Fanya job.
I feel like
kujitolea.
umejifunga tu kwa hiyo school of thought. Like you're not genuinely doing it because I have woken up and chosen to, you know? It's all that spirit, Vin, if you're being honest. That you have chosen to go to work
Ni
today.
Julius K ina do. You know the normal
Wow.
Kenyan story. Tunaenda Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Julius K ina do. Tunaenda wapi Julius K ina do. Mpaka juzi ilikuwa tumedanganywa na the same minister danganya watu that si ministers kuna mwingine Alfred nani that kuna jobs Canada. Canada came and said there ain't no jobs. We even that didn't meet with that nigga.
But I believe before you choose that job that you're comfortable in, you also like what you do. You like what you do. That's why uko kwa your job.
No. That is not the merit why for people having jobs.
Vin nikuulize tumekuwa kwa the thespian industry in Kenya. Sumeona vile iko so guarded. Kuna waseyani hata kama wakati hata kama script zao zimepitwa na wakati bado watakuwa considered kukupewa awards and such crap. Unakwambia even the people tuko so poisoned. Mimi naona we are so poisoned with this crap ya kutojua kubank on each other. But imagine the foreign direct investment toka Kenya yote to imagine watu wameinvest in Kenya na si wa Kenya wa live ibaki tunafaa ku-invest on each other. Tukue na KPLC za food za kila kitu franchises. Do you believe services zitakuwa bado top notch? That's where the people come in because we'll hire a very big workforce that's Kenyan. Do you believe we'll actually deliver the right service?
When you
I believe no, because sorry to cut you short. One, adi watu make it in Kenya. I'm now realizing they are not Kenyan. One, either you're not Kenyan or you're like extraordinarily good.
And if you're Kenyan,
and that's
you're
a
not
very
playing.
unfair trial. No one will. Si kila mtu atakuwa automatically extraordinarily good. That's the only way.
As in
Or like you're privileged to be where you
nakwambia,
are.
and if you're Kenyan, there are some interests of yours protected somewhere high.
There's some kind of privilege
You're
hold.
enjoying.
Yes, you enjoy. It's enjoying.
Yeah, you're
Not
enjoying.
holding, it's enjoying privilege.
Ni kweli.
Yeah, to a point of sasa hakuna level playing field. Kuna wako wameiva hii kitu hata hataitokea.
Yeah.
Na kujaribu kutokea na kuanga like buda mimi nakwambia ili ndio maana
bank on Vin, you can bank on Kenyans na akidi nonga loudly kwa mic. Donda anaweza sema gari ni 50. Alafu tuingie, it's now 70. And no one is saying shit. These are the people you're banking on.
Quiet motherfuckers.
No one is saying shit. And everyone had his 50.
Take it to the on the chin. Pap.
Okay.
Because I have a problem with that. Hata miss kama sisemangi anything. It's because no one is supporting this motion.
We saw an European country where malingata ilipandishwa hata kacha madinga kwa highway.
Yeah.
Sisi ngata inapandishwanga ni mdomo.
Tunakimbia kwanza petrol station tunajaza tank zetu.
Mimi nasema hata tufai hata kwenda kwa streets. We should stop talking and complaining. Just do. Mkipandisha mafuta, we are just not going to work. It's not even a debate, by the way. Designer demo say wasako za matu ameshikana, hakuna matu zinabeba. Nothing will happen tomorrow and other days. Si ati kuna watu walienda job wengine wako
sasa
sisi wenye watu kuenda
kuna wale mapiuni watatembea mpaka Wera.
Ndio hiyo sasa.
Pia tunaweka security kwa roads. We just need 5 men able bodied. Unabebwa juju unarudishwa wewe.
First of all
Unarudishwa kwa nyumba.
Ngoja before tufike hapo inafaa wajue wanaweza organize economically from mtazao. Mnaweza organize, mnaweza fanya
Licheki protest ya South Africa.
No, before
it has not even happened again because their demands I think were listened to.
Before tufike hapo nakwambia you ni completely disabling a country. Nakwambia before tufike hapo make sure tumeform private small sectors in our communities.
Or that control certain factors of production.
Ndio sasa tukiamua tuna shutdown next week tuko ready. Tushap accumulate to do. Tushafanya tu shopping watu ataka uko pale Mathare mkona your economic block in Mathare. Unanipata? These economic blocks zinaweza waka IGAD, SADC, sijui AU, EU. Unajua hizi na economic blocks za kutrade vizuri. To form economic blocks ni local. Instead of bunge la wananchi kwenda kukaa hapo mnanuka mnapiga mdomo na kurekodiana kwa YouTube. Endeni mjue vile wata make mkate, wata make nini, wata leta mapuoni, wata leta nini to trade hapa hivi mtaani na gavezi on your tax. Tuanzie hapo. Tukiorganize economically from a low level, tunaweza come up sasa tukiseme tukishut down hii country for like next week tuseme hata tufanye kitu mpaka wasikiza demands. You can actually have a bargain because they depend on tax. We don't. We depend on our hard-earned labor. We depend on our hard-earned labor. We forget. We forget who's working.
Yeah.
That's why unachiki no maana Man United fans can go shut down a game against Liverpool last season but one. Because they know they are the ticket holders. They know they're the people who make that club run. Wakiamua leo stocks na dunda, zitadunda. Kwa London Exchange zitadunda. Unaniget?
Yeah.
Even if tunafaa tujue cause mimi niko nakwambia hata wase watching ball ama anything in Britain they use their hard earned money. Ni wase factory workers, iron workers, ni wase wana do jobs za factory nini, hard earned jobs. Si ati ni do watu waliangukia tu. Mtu ndio kuwa na tiko hata unajua tiko ya Arsenal when is so expensive. Kuna tu game ya Arsenal. It's the most expensive ticket I think. So tunafaa tukue hapo mahali penye kitu ni culture sana. Hadi sasa utaona once kutakuwa na baya wa Manchester, kutakuwa na British whatever ase where sasa the government watabidi wavetu mse wa make sure msana chukua cultural asset from our country, si mtu mpiuni, si mtu mwenye atakuja kutuwekea vitu corrupt ama maganji corrupt hapa kuji kuosha do. Unaniget? Lazima wa make sure. That's why they hold their society at a very high standard.
Culture ina to affect through all the same.
Ndio maana TZ wanataka kutupita. They are so cultured. You just atupita they are so cultured. Hasa nitakupitisha pipeline yenye
you know Vincent. Today morning. Oh my goodness, we have to report this.
What happened?
Safari Park. There's been traffic. In the main highway, on the main highway. Ati polisi wanafanya check.
NTSA.
Ati tu ni msako tu.
NTSA. They've just decided.
I don't even know if a reason has been given to motorists like we are stopping you because we are doing 1, 2, 3 things.
But there was traffic.
Yeah,
Imagine,
because
and it's
they're
like
causing
the
a
middle of the
commotion.
day. It was around 10 or 11.
wanaangalia kila gari.
They're just checking like
Randomly.
insurance and just
hata kuna gari zinapita tu.
you know, it's not
What
like
are
a
you
search.
doing?
They're not even at the opening booths
Just
and
wasting
all.
time for people, you get.
Oh, they're not like looking for
Me,
a
I
certain
found
car.
that so uncalled for
Okay.
and resource wasting.
Then we saw on the other side traffic officers coming towards the traffic place where there is traffic, looking perturbed, like they don't know what's going on. Tukajamena hata maybe kunaweza kuwa na overlap.
They don't understand how there's traffic there.
Yeah.
Au wanatoka hii side ya nyuma like from sits hapo Safari Park. So they're coming from Garden City. Si hapo kuna kuangana cops.
Na wanakuja wanaangalia what's
Like,
going on.
Yeah,
they're
because
coming
whatever is
slowly
happening hapa
observing.
Safari Park ni NTSA.
Wakati kama wako aware of what's going on.
Then they've caused such a commotion, hakuna hata matu zinarudi tao.
As in hata hakuna like communication.
Yeah, then
Design
again,
venye Westgate ili happen. I don't know ni army iko ndani and then Karopi iko ndani and then they wanashutiana.
Then kuna special forces bado.
so really
There's an overlap. Alafu this comes when wanasema ati the new number plates ziko na whatever GPS sensor or something misi get. Na kama ziko nazo na kama pia passports na kwa hizi vitu so weke basi kwa DL. Wajue mtu amefika hii miaka na jalipa DL yake anafaa kutrakiwa. It's simple. Tuna live in age ya AI but tuna behave kama tunaishi sijui 19th.
Yeah. Nimekuwa nikisema hivyo.
As in banking on Kenyans is getting harder and harder. Eddie alituambia Buda Dar es Salaam looks more automated than even Nairobi and orderly.
they actually have BRTs.
Yes.
Shout out to Zach from Ikonini. Like niliwatching episode yao wakiongelea about him being to Dar.
Yeah, there were some videos.
Like
I mean, some
BRTs
videos.
are actually working there. You know the BRTs?
The electric trains ama.
The
like
ones
buses.
Oh, the buses.
Yes,
Yeah.
the ones
These
to
are
connect
thicker
them.
roads zenye walikuwa watengeneza.
The
That's what
ones
TZ people are using.
to get to into the city. City is so orderly. Hata kwa nanidia kwatuambia hata kwa beach kuna hadi public areas za kuna hadi music na like some showers.
He even said tokens there are very affordable.
Everything is just
What?
Tokens.
Steamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
bro.
Like people there buy tokens
UG,
for even 6 months.
ujiona pitisha pipeline yao bro after kurefiniwa nini oil Tanzania bro. It's longer but they'd rather bank on Tanzania than Kenya. We are too unstable. We can't be banked on.
Yeah.
Yeah. As in a small thing can actually throw us off sisi. Most of us actually tuko ta point ya kukua woke, tuko point hata kulan.
Hata tu Africa in general. We don't even create great people. Other than sportsmen.
Kuna countries na pull away from that narrative.
Get me?
Kuna countries na pull away from that
Kama.
narrative. Rwanda ina pull away from that narrative.
Rwanda na come up.
Nini nakwambia that Tanzania ina pull away from that narrative. Na yona pull away from that narrative. Nani tuangaje Uganda even with the Ngwai na wafanyia poa. Yeah, they're making chums from Ngwai.
These are the realities.
Medicinal
what people
marijuana.
accept.
Yeah.
Ndo nakwambia tunakwanga in denial of so many things that actually zinaweza to benefit or
Si tuko
ni
busy
part of
kuboro
us.
kuiba do badala to create sectors zinaweza saidia actually watu.
But I feel the older generation is much to blame.
Man, we need Wajakoya.
by older, how older is older? Like our moms older or like our older elder siblings?
I feel like our moms older. Because our pia ndo kwa power and our ndo mimic a lot of things the way they are.
They got used to rolling over.
Yeah.
Taking it on the chin.
Yeah.
They got used to that shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the younger generation, like the 2000 children, and they're very unapologetic and they're straightforward.
Like Vin, I was even telling Frank, you can imagine you're in a maybe in an organization where there's not much work to be done. So you don't necessarily have to be at work 8 to 5, you know,
Yeah.
like Monday to whenever. So is it logical at when now a boss tells you it doesn't matter whether you're busy or not, you just have to clock in your office hours? doesn't that feel toxic? Like, so you'd rather you just
What?
come here
And just sit
and just stare at the computer
and count down my hours till
simply
5.
because you're paying me at the end of the month.
That's not job maka like the last week
I
of the month.
literally have nothing. Think of it like this, yeah? Say a tour company.
Actually,
You have
banks-
on seasons and off peak and on peak.
Okay, but they
Peak
have you
and
to
off peak, sorry.
they want you in the office every day.
Regardless.
Even in the
like hata banks uko busy end month.
We can assure you.
Mid month akunanga job kwa bank. Mimi nimewaka kwa bank kadhaa.
And now with like mobile banking and everything, very few people visit the bank.
or maybe you can just work at home and not come in.
Need to actually be
Yes.
working at home
Or
for
just
that
make
time.
my schedule flexible
I feel like
to save my time.
Or stop paying for office space all the same.
it's not about being fair, but it's a human thing to do.
Of them, the bosses.
Yeah,
How is that human?
like
That's so demeaning.
you stop thinking of people as your workforce, but as just like people. You just have the empathy as a human being. Like zanafanya nini hapa, swende to home, kesho ukiwa na job kuja.
You know, my issue is it doesn't even take empathy. It
Cause
just takes
I'll be
objectivity.
paying you for time you've not worked.
Is that the issue though?
Okay.
Why is the issue being pegged around?
The time
I'll
worked,
pay you
equal
because-
wages.
What?
See, then equal wages see salary.
'Cause
You cannot
this
just
is
adopt a wage
trade.
system.
Because it's trade.
Actually,
I'm trading.
in US, most people are on wage system than salary.
Because it makes more sense.
'Cause
I
you're-
pay you when you work.
When you work, the hours you clock in,
Let's do it like that.
equal hivyo tu.
And it's
'Cause
what
ka imagine chefs wanakuwa underpaid.
and that's why I'm telling you, it's the human thing for bosses to do. Cause at the end of the
Do
month,
what?
they'll pay you
To keep you
for,
there.
for hours you've not worked. Ranpata.
So they'd rather keep you there.
I'm saying it's the human thing to do for the bosses to let you go home when there's no work. Because at the end of the month, watakulipa for hours you've not worked. But in terms of business, kuja job na kulipa.
It makes sense.
You know, even in business, I am not seeing the sense. Kama mimi vile I can tell you, mimi nilikuwa na kibanda yangu. I used to sell baby clothes. Just you know. So like ningekwambia certain days of the week I'd just be wasting time. And no one can convince me otherwise. Ati kuna ule mmoja tu anaweza pitia. Nope. If you are in business, you know your business.
Yeah.
But sometimes like Friday, Saturday, I can't not open.
Ka hotel midweek.
It's
Hotel
like a
midweek
hotel.
inapunguze staff.
Yeah, or in the morning. And it's Tuesday morning.
Atiwapunguze stuff.
Midweek, work with less people. Then weekends, you can actually work with more people. Mimi naonanga hivyo. Weekends kuna more. Hata hizi za mall.
Even
These
supermarkets.
eateries,
Ukienda asubuhi super,
Hakunanga
hata watu wa
msee.
kwangu wameja.
Watu
Even
wako-
some counters are empty. Unlike jioni, all counters are occupied. That simply means hapa kuna shifts. Kuna mtu anaingia morning. That's what I'm saying. Like, make the hours flexible.
Kama unaingia morning au work kwa counter na kwa shelves. Kwa range.
Or that. Or unaambwa kama uko kwa
So,
counter, go to the shelves.
au feel useless. You know kitu anasema by the kuna redundancy. Haufai kuna feel. Haifai kuwa ati juu na kulipa we come tu.
That heavily contributes to the lack of productivity.
Mtu anakuwa mpumbavu kwa
Unanielewa?
job yake.
You're trying to make people productive, but actually you are countering that.
Yeah, it's
Because
counterproductive.
nikifika job, let me tell you, Vin, my working day, yeah? I'm mostly active at work between 9 to 12. I won't lie.
Most people are.
And most
actually.
people are on that schedule. Past 12, there's little much you can do in the afternoon. Afternoon, you can work maybe a maximum of
Past
2
12 unasaikia lunch.
Do you say would you say you give your best at your job?
Yeah.
And why do you give your best?
Because the vile me work, I can't just not do something and do it well.
Sido.
Then why are you telling me that Kenyans cannot be banked on? Already
Listen
someone
to
is
my
banking on
statement.
you.
Listen to my statement.
feel you don't.
No, he's not asked me why I do my job. He's asked me if I do it well. Yes, I do it well. But why I do it, I don't want to be doing I need money. If I was getting money elsewhere, which is not sources of going to do another job,
if I paid you to do whatever you are doing,
I'd still not want
if
it.
I paid you to do whatever you love doing, would you give your best still?
You love doing many things. That's the point. Ufai
Okay.
kuwa zoned kwa area moja. Azina nafa kuwa able kuwa paid enough for Kenya nafanya kwa ofisi. See what she's being
And
paid
I'd
right
want
now.
to do my thing.
Then adu vitu zake apate more chums. Then adu another job for another person apate more chums. Unapata?
Yeah.
It makes you even versatile and makes you even open-minded. Ka binadamu na feel una do more actually with yourself.
But at the end of the day, I feel like you're example of one Kenyan who can be banked on.
I don't know if I can.
Most Kenyans actually can be banked on because wananidio do nataka kumwaga unga.
That's my
Ni
problem.
hapo
If
tu.
there's leverage attached, I can't.
Si ati anataka
Of course, there's
ku-excel.
nothing free.
Lakini bro unajua mtu kama daktari na nurse, mimi na feel anafaa kuanataka ku-excel, afai kwa chums. Kani chums, I'm in danger.
Ndo wakwambia pia kuna watu wako are motivated na passion, not just money. Kuna wenye wako motivated na passion, na afu kuna wenye wako motivated yes na pesa. Niko hapa kwa sababu tunahitaji hiyo do.
Yeah.
Lakini kuna msee, yes unanilipa, but then I'm enjoying this. Naexcelaje kwa hii skill yangu. How will I improve my skill?
This is still a slippery slope.
No one will do anything
Still a
without some remuneration. No one. Even people who do charity, there's something attached. There's some CSR they are aiming at. Nanpata. There's nothing. Mimi nikwambia binadamu afanya kitu tu hivyo scot free. Haiwezi kupea tu nyama tiki steak akwambia tikula ushibe.
You can only bank on yourself.
Yeah. But anyway.
That's my part in short. That's what I think.
You can only bank on yourself.
Niko na wewe hapo hivyo kusema hiyo nini.
But also Charlene,
Uko na yeye.
you know I'm also agreeing with you. You said you can only bank on yourself.
Yes, only.
And as you bank on yourself, that's how people will depend on you.
No, I don't want people banking on me.
Okay. You
I'm
just
not
want to
sure
be independent.
if I'll meet their expectations.
You need to
You
learn
know,
how
when
to
it
bank
comes to
on
the
each other.
expectations, I'm not sure I'm bankable on.
Okay.
So you're a Kenyan.
But on my expectations, I can bank on me.
So you're a Kenyan.
Okay.
You're a
It
Kenyan.
is what it is, my guy.
I feel you can bank on Kenyans. They're just
just shows by
some
the-
rotten
the-
apples in the basket. Some
Just
puny
pick
ass
them out.
niggas. Okay, many rotten apples and
Okay.
few good ones.
Yeah, sure.
I'd say. And it's all about educating yourselves. I feel like Kenyans really need to educate themselves and get off their high horses. Because tunajifanyanga sana.
Yeah.
All
We despise what is ours.
yeah.
And embrace what is not. So weird.
And then we choose things to despise and things to
Yeah,
exalt.
we
are very
that's another
picky.
podcast.
We're
don't
like
even
very
need to go
picky.
into that.
Spoiled brats. Picky. We're just picking on what
Pick
we
and
want and
goes.
what we don't want.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Vin, for dropping by.
Gracing Stundu.
Thank you for having me.
Unaweza jifinya hiyo kitu ya yeah.
Kilio
Iko chini ya hiyo ya
kilio
red. Chini ya hiyo ya red.
nyongi.
Awesome.